How's it going, Sagittarius community? Soul Tigress here with a special story for this wonderful frequency. Alright, Sagittarius, what does it mean to a Sag when all hope is lost? It means you have settled into a place that is not meant for you. Settling for things and how they treat you. Why do you feel like you deserve this? There is a whole world out there with different places and opportunities. A part of your fiery energy, Saggies, is to keep things going with movement. Putting an end to things that don't fit who you are or who you want to be, Sagittarius. Wow, I really like that the last two cards that come out is definitely action. Action is needed here. Something here you are not happy with when it comes to you reflecting on your journey, reflecting on your choices, reflecting on the person that you have became or are becoming. This is something that really rocks your state, this mental state, your spiritual state. And honestly, it's something that makes you feel very, very vulnerable, because this one was almost in reverse and this one was in the confused position there. Something here. Let's see. Protection. You don't feel like you can protect yourself at this time, and it's through the fears. A lot of different fears that you keep focusing on. The fears that plague your mind, the fears that plague your emotion, that go round and round and round. Maybe at night it seems to get a little bit worse. Oh my goodness. Could be a little trauma here. Maybe a little PTSD that comes about at night as well. Something else is you don't feel like you have the will. And because of this, you have grown impatient with things. Impatient with yourself. Impatient with life. Impatient with things coming to full circle, I'm hearing to say, Sagittarius. A couple other things you're not seeing is acceptance. Joining hands with divine and accepting the flow of life. Between the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful. And all the stuff that's in between that as well. Something else that's hard for you is to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself in the most highest spiritual way. Making sure your needs, not wants, but needs are taken care of. If you're running around with people who deny themselves actual spiritual care, clarity, and cleansing, I'm hearing to say, then you are in an environment that has a lot of turmoil in it. These type of people who don't value good spiritual hygiene generally are linked to their fears, caged by their fears, caged with having to prove something through their actions, and their actions are not good actions. This is why you don't feel protected here. And whatever this is, it's leading you down a road where it's really, really hard to love yourself, Sagittarius. It's really hard to see that you can do things differently. What I'm seeing and what I'm hearing is you're repeating another cycle. Another cycle with another psycho, I'm hearing to say. Because what I feel like is this has some past stuff linked to it. And it could be things that are repeating themselves unknowingly to you consciously, but your subconscious is picking it up. what I'm hearing to say is reflect. Reflect in your reactions. Are you reacting in the same ways that you have reacted to things before? If so, then it's time to really assess what's happening. Not from the lenses where you self-blame, where you find that the problem is only you. You have to have that willpower to see things through different views, through the different phases of things, encompassing patience as you look out at the different things that have happened to you and the things that are happening to you. Ooh, that is a powerful introduction right there. All right, so let's keep going. Oh my goodness. What is going on, Kona? Sorry about that. Kona's looking like she wants some attention. Her mom is a Sagittarius, so it's really cute how she's perking up. Because her and her mom had been through a lot of stuff. They had went on a journey with themselves to another place with another parent, with the other parent, and they went through some stuff, and it took a little bit of time to work out the things through that were going on with Kona. So I really think that this is really neat that Kona's coming to visit right now during the Sagittarius story right here. You know, something that was really interesting with Kona, she came back and she did not like men anymore because there was a male figure who was abusive in the household that she was in for a little bit. 2 times. First, when we first got her from the first people who owned her were not the greatest, but also from another place because her and my daughter wanted to go live with the biological father, even though I did not agree with it. And so to help Kona heal from the adversities that she was facing when it came to men, I actually started dyeing Kona so that Kona would get more socialization. So when people would walk up to Kona, there would already be a smile on their faces. And this actually helped Kona work through the adversities that she had with men. So just remember, there are different things that we can do to help heal certain past to us. But it does require action, and it requires care, and it requires us stepping in ways that we weren't stepping before. And that's okay. That's a part of learning. You know, everybody wants to make the perfect choice. Everybody wants the perfect outcome. Everybody expects it to be perfect, but there's nothing perfect about this life. Nothing's perfect about it. It's the imperfections of how things do their own thing, grow at their own pace, that makes it beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and get started in the present. Ancestors, spirit guides, what is it that needs to come out? Definitely not knowing who to follow, what to follow is something here for you. You know, that's really hard, especially when we're trying to venture out on our own. Whose advice do we follow? What advice do we follow? Do we follow others' examples? So let's get going. So we're going to work from the past to the present to the future here. So 5 of Pentacles. There's definitely something here in the past where you really felt like you're out in the cold. Definitely not wanting to take an emotional journey back to the things that were crumbling around you at one time. Faulty foundations that were here. This is something that you kind of keep at bay when it comes to your memories, when it comes to the things that you think about, when it comes to the decisions that you have made in your past. And that's okay, because it's the folly that you found in whatever that was in your past, that wrong choice that you could have made, is something that can help you learn and help you grow into the things that, that you want to be. And sometimes we have to see the things that we don't want to be first to really, really feel that drive, that passion to move in a different direction. Page of Pentacles. You want stability. You've been wanting to build stability for a really long time. It could have been since a younger phase. There's some kind of nurturing, giving, wanting to be the one who can make stuff happen. That's really important. But at the same time, you're at odds ends with yourself, and you've been at odds ends with yourself since you were younger. We have the Sun card. Sun card is Leo energy. It's a lot of self-sacrificing. Why did you self-sacrifice? Because there is something here you are denying. A certain lesson that you did not want to wake up to. And that same thing, the denial towards that lesson, is what makes you feel like you can't have anything when it comes to success. And it robs you of any kind of you seeing future success with yourself and the things that you do. Things that you can do, the things that you can become. Be careful, be careful, be careful, because you're defeating your energy just by being your own enemy. We have the Three of Wands. It's hard to look back. It's hard to look over everything, because it just keeps me stuck. It keeps me stuck seeing how I followed the wrong things. I always choose wrong. Why is it always my fault? You've really solidified this in how you feel about yourself. This King of Cups came out once before when I was cleansing, and now it comes out again. We have a really big misunderstanding when it comes to masculine energy, protective masculine energy, I should say. Five of Cups. This is something that's really hard because masculine energy has had a very hard evolvement throughout the ages. Either masculine energy is too much, once of the past kind of thing, or it's not enough. And that's kind of where we're at, where we're demasculating masculine energy. When I say it's too much, that's when you get the macho or the really masculine type of cultures where they put the man first kind of thing. And I feel like you're having a really hard time developing a view around masculine energy, how masculine energy should come in, how masculine energy should treat you, how masculine energy is supposed to be masculine energy. Masculine energy isn't these overly steroid up kind of dudes walking around in that toxic masculinity alpha mode where the woman cannot drive, I have to drive type of thing. Where it's always right. No. Masculine energy is light, it's bright, it's sun, it's strong, it's assertive, it's dry, it's hot, it's fire. It is male, it's positive charged, it's heaven, it's spring, and it's summer. For spring and summer, there has to be growth. Whatever these masculine energies that are around you, you have to look at how they're growing. Are they choosing to grow? Are they choosing to be the light in the dark of things? Are they choosing to feed their inner passions? Or are they drowned out by their own emotions? Can they not get up and go because they're too busy stuck in their own addiction, stuck in blaming others, stuck trying to freeze out anything new coming about when it comes to evolving? A lot of times we really rely on others to show us these different examples, others to teach us through their examples. And sometimes we don't get good examples. How do we learn from those examples? You have to assess how those examples make you feel. I could tell you all day, every day, a person is a shitty person. But if you view them in a certain direction, if you have certain emotional attachments to them because of your ideas about them, then whatever I say doesn't matter. There's a reason why you have a King of Cups here opposed to the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands. This one you were depending on to be mature. Maybe that's the way you look at a lot of the masculine energies around you, to be mature. But it was quite opposite here. This one was too busy worried about fulfilling themselves. This one was too busy trying to get away with as much as they could because they wanted stuff for themselves. This was a hollowed out person. This person doesn't have much in them when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to being fulfilled, when it comes to even them doing something for them. This person is a very empty vessel that you've dealt with in your past. I'll tell you right now, and this person is the one that weighs the heaviest on your mind when it comes to the emotional turmoil that you overthink over and over. Could be a lot of self-blaming here because of this one. This could have been a female who was really masculine, who was really tough like a man. This female looked at things from one type of view and was very emotionally unstable when it came to trying to create harmony, when it came to protecting others. Instead, they always tried to make you feel vulnerable. They always tried to make you feel like you didn't have a choice in things, whoever, whatever this person is. But the thing is that this person doesn't care about anyone else but what they hold. That's something that you have to really think about, because this is something that really pulls at you as well. And if you noticed, because you try and run from this energy so much, as you started to develop habits that this energy has. This is why you are so linked to those fears right now, and why it's the fears that are governing your life, the fears of also how you see yourself. It's a lot going on here. There is a lot going on here for you. This is why I picked the Crow's deck, because you're in the shadow side right now. With the new moon coming April 17th in Aries, it's time to develop a new awareness about yourself. And then also with that full moon earlier this month around the 1st in Libra, it's rebalancing the things that you want to love, rebalancing the things that you want to relate to as well, because we're off balance in our views. And it's because a lot of times in our past with these examples, we really depend on them. We really, really do. They don't know it. They think their job is done by a certain amount of years, but it's not. A lot of times what has happened to the past will ripple into our present and will create fears that we see for the future of things. It can be hard. It can be hard. So let's call in our angels of protection. Angels of protection, please help, guide, and keep us safe as we navigate the Sagittarius's block here. And that's all she wrote, I'm hearing. It's a lot here. I mean, you try and not really dwell on this past. You try not to dwell in the darker moments. But those moments all impact your present and all impact your future. And right here, they impact the very relationships around you. How you view relationships, how you view the way to be treated, how you view how you deserve to be treated. Oh my goodness gracious. And that's something that's really hard, because it's hard to invest in a new thought, a new way of seeing yourself, a new way of being. But the thing is you still have the world in your hands. You still have time to see things if you can pick your head up. Pick your head up and realize that you've walked away from a lot. What is in the past is in the past, even though it does affect your future. How you hold things close to you, or how you keep things held far from you, because you're worried about the deceit. That's the biggest thing. The deceit. The deceit that has happened in the past is deceit that you still look for in your present moment. It's the deceit that you expect to happen with everyone. And the thing is we've only balanced one view when it comes to that. When it comes to how we view people in general. Oh my goodness, there's a lot going on here. So the whole thing is we have to give ourselves a new way. Permission of a new way of feeling. Going through our emotions. Really, really filling out things. And see how this points to this one? What it is that bothered us. Because you run from all those things because you blame yourself. Put down the Kool-Aid of self-blame. Pick up the cup of divinity. And really look at this from the divine's view. From a higher belief type of view. What is it that you would see about this other? Was this person inconsiderate? Were they a tyrant? Were they ill-mannered? Especially when it came to the head games. The over-domination of trying to mess with your mentality. That's the thing. That is the thing that they had worked on. Something to encage you with, to keep you in one spot, to keep you in one type of belief when it comes to how you face others and how others will face you in the dark of things. That's something that keeps you stuck in your head. Stuck, defensive, not able to lower those defenses. Why? Because you always expect conflict from everyone. Everyone and anything. Then we have the Sun card here. It's hard for you to look up. It's hard for you to believe in anything different because of everything that has happened, that continues to happen from the past relationships that we have brought into our present. Oh my goodness gracious. They really do say this though. If you keep focusing on something, even if it's something you don't want to be, a mistake you don't want to make that somebody else has made, you will end up doing that too. You will end up becoming like that in some type of way because your focus is so heavily on this, on the things, on the stuff that you try to run away from when it comes to really evaluating things from a protective view for you, not for them. A lot of times when we're in this view where we're blaming ourselves, we're trying to find every reason that that person's right and why we're wrong. Let me tell you something, Sagittarius. Let me get on a real level for you. Right here, you got into the midst with a bad person. And this person was actually an example for you. This person was supposed to teach you about bad people, how to protect yourself from bad people, you know, how to spot a bad person a mile away. But instead, this was the bad person. So they didn't teach you about bad people and how to avoid them, how to protect yourself from them. This is why this lesson is here, especially when it comes to protection and having the willpower, because it is up to you, Sagittarius, to learn from this bad person what bad people are, who they are, what they'll do, and how they will spend a lifetime trying to manipulate you. I don't know which way I wanted to do it. But that's what it is. I honestly, here's a little detour. I love watching this Danae Elder on this channel YouTube, and they come out with a lot of different videos on a lot of different subjects, and they were talking about the evil ones, and they were talking about it's the elder's job to teach the newer, younger generations about the evil ones, how to spot them, how to see them, how to protect yourself from them. And I sat there and I mentioned a little bit of stuff here and there about my upbringing, and I have never had anyone in my lifetime explain to me about people with ill intentions. Why? Because I grew up with those people. The people in the addictions, the people with the ill intentions, the people who will hurt you because they're the evil ones. So how was I supposed to learn about bad people if I had bad people raising me? This is why we get dealt different lessons. This is why certain phases of ourselves, we will go back to old lessons to reassess things, to see things from different views, especially when it comes to the relationships we've had with others. And in those moments, patience is the key. There's something here that this person didn't teach you per se, through their actions, through their words. But on the other side of the coin, if you choose to look at things differently, especially from a protective view of yourself, you'll see how they taught you about bad people, evil ones, through their example that they were giving you from the actions that they were doing. But you have to stop blaming yourself. You have to stop looking in the mirror saying that you deserve this, because you don't. Thank you, divine. Thank you, guiding energies, for that message. All right, so let's go ahead and keep going to this conclusion. Divine and universal energy. What are the positive messages that you have here for the Sagittarius community? Oh my goodness, I am loving these cards that I'm seeing. One more, I'm hearing one more. What's this last one? Oh, that's beautiful. Let's start with this past. In the past directly, you have a miracle. You are the miracle. The fact that you made it out of this situation with the impasse that it was, with whoever this was, that wasn't going to change, that hasn't changed, that probably will never change. It is a miracle. Because you could still make other choices that will take you down a darker trajectory with them. And partly, everything comes into full circle, especially when it comes to the things that we carry with us. I know that's hard to see, especially when we are stuck in the trenches doing a lot of labor of overexerting ourselves and where we're at, you know, and we're feeling like life is harder because it's our fault. Right here, this is to teach you that none of this is your fault. That you are the miracle. You are the miracle that has happened to yourself to help propel you out of where you once were. Don't forget that. It's time to release. It's time to release how these relationships were with whoever, whatever this is. Having patience with yourself as you do this releasing work to the things that no longer are here with you. They don't have to be passed away, but it does mean that they're no longer in your immediate vicinity. This could be certain people, certain places, certain things. And a lot of times things come at a bittersweet ending. It doesn't mean you failed. It doesn't mean that you're any less. What it is that you're accepting is what is, and it's time for me to move forward. I don't have to make this a sweet ending. I don't have to be overly sweet to anybody to let things go. I can let it go because this is something that I need, because I'm tired of the reruns of life happening in my head where I have a hard time balancing things out because I'm too busy replaying everything that has happened. That is the thing that takes away from your vitality, your energy. It's your confidence, your personal power, your joy, your self-discipline, your motivation. This is all the stuff that you really have the fear of the lack of control with between the miracle and the dissipating. Because remember how your sun card came out? This is solar plexus energy right here. A few other things that we're not seeing is service and prayer. Prayer is the most powerful thing out there. I've been actually doing research for the past couple years trying to find something more powerful, especially even when it comes to different people talking about it, whether it's people in certain religious congregations, people who believe in paganism, people who do other type of religions when it comes to certain things, whether dark or light. What it all comes back to is the power of prayer. Nothing can overcome the power of prayer. Praying for clarity, praying for patience, and just know you will be given things to help you practice that, to help you see it, to help you harness those things. Service. The whole thing is, don't let this what has ever happened put you in a predicament where you want to withhold yourself from others. That's the thing, because then this person has caged you in and you cannot fully grow to your full potential. And that's what the divine wants. The divine doesn't give us hard lessons just to sit here and punish us. This divine believes that we can handle the loads that are given. Yes, it seems it's unfair because some of the stuff happens at certain ages that we can't control things. You know, whether we're young, we're old, we're geriatric, you know, or even a spring chicken. There are plenty of times throughout the different phases of our lives where we find ourselves very vulnerable. And it's all about how we learn to protect ourselves. It's all about being able to do this communication with ourselves and with that higher power, because you have those two crown chakra energies here. And you've been in that position of the depression, the confusion, the disconnection, and feeling like you have no purpose here. But you do. The thing is you've just been caged in by your fears, by the things that you take out on yourself and that you blame yourself on. And this last card here, I love it. Heart chakra energy. Growth. This person may have not taught you about bad people, but the lessons that they did teach you on who you don't or how you don't want to become are the things that are meant to help you grow into who you're meant to be. But you have to sit here and work on it. You have to work on that jealousy, that bitterness, that holding grudges, that lack of empathy when it comes to that specific individual. Bringing in love and compassion, I'm not saying for this other, but for yourself. Harmony, emotional balance, forgiveness. Start with forgiving yourself first, then work on forgiving another. I say forgiving yourself is more important than forgiving the other at first, because you have to let go of that self-blame. And when you can let go of that self-blame, you see that you have that power, then you're going to be able to wield your willpower in different ways. And that is really important, especially because you're going to run into other places, people that are going to disturb your peace, that are going to end up in bittersweet endings again, because you're going to recognize that you need your peace. You're going to see how these other individuals, no matter who they were, how grown they were supposed to be, they were dummies. They were dummies with their own addiction problems. They could not create. And what do I always say is misery loves company. So they had to kind of put you in a position to where you can't balance yourself out, because they wanted you stuck on their rerun. The same thing. Feeling the same way of not wanting to do more for yourself to help out others. That's okay, because guess what? If you choose to learn from this lesson, you're going to learn a new way to protect yourself. You're going to learn a new way of seeing yourself. And that's going to help you invest in you so that you can get to that growth, so that you can overcome this challenge at hand. So you can learn how to love yourself deeper instead of hiding away from yourself through fear. Again, prayer is the most powerful thing. You could pray for almost about anything. You could pray for patience. You can pray for clarity. You can pray for learning how to love yourself. All right, Sagittarius, this is gonna conclude it. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, and your patience. And as always, I hope that you have... wait. Excuse me. Don't forget to thank your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, as well as divine and universal energy. And as always, I hope you have a most wonderful rest of your day.